women experience, and I thought of International Women's Day. I thought of all of the important people in my life who were female and who really impacted me. And I also noticed that my mother is someone who has always been with me, but I guess because it's someone who's just silently there and consistently there, you underappreciate them. You kind of forget that it's someone who's valuable and who has given you so much. And so I kind of wanted to write about the things that I had never had the chance to tell her. So it's titled, Everything I've Ever Wanted to Say to My Mother, But Didn't. Norma, I am in all its meanings a part of you. From the moment of my inception to my long-winded birth, your youthful hands held my tender body close to your chest. You, yourself a child, still budding. Yet you cared for me through this thankless journey, your inexperienced lips sang Spanish lullabies to shush my tears. Your spirited voice meticulously recorded on miniature cassette tapes. As a child, I'd listen to them intently, wrap myself in their warmth and fall asleep. Perhaps I've fallen too deep into that slumber. I've let your kindness become numbness. Perhaps you did not envision this. At times broken life of yours. Perhaps you had bigger dreams. I wish I could give you my youth. The only thing of value I possess, but this impossibility brings me even more guilt. For all those hardships, for all those times I let venom seep out of my lips and sting your heart. Mother, I am sorry. That it took me 23 years to learn that fake it till you make it doesn't work on maturity. That running barefoot on foreign lands and giving all my love away to someone else won't make me a better person. And that heartbreak only taught me family is all I'll ever really have. Sometimes I wish I could rip through my esophagus, pull out all the ugliness I have uttered to you, stare into its deviled eyes, listen to its shriveled screams, those monstrosities, feed myself from my own spoon. Ashamed is an understatement. After the anger calms itself, I see what I have done through your brave chocolate eyes and feel the heaviness in my chest, a desire to hug you. But aggressors don't deserve to want things. Mother, I love you. So much I am afraid to speak it into existence, afraid of opening these concrete gates and allowing the sweltering tears to fall from my eyes, afraid that exposing my heart to the world will destroy it. Mother, we are not perfect. We are sometimes unkind. We are sometimes disrespectful. But for every bit of imperfection, we triple in strength and resilience, love and unselfishness. So we must learn that we too are worthy of loving ourselves. Mother, your hands are beautiful. Despite their affliction, they make art of all they touch. And you think you are aging, but I see your heart is still full of all the youth you never lived. Thank you, Mom, for loving me, understanding me, not giving up on me, and for always being so forgiving. Please just wait a little longer so I can find the strength to forgive myself too. So my second poem is a little bit different. It's talking a bit about how in society as a woman, your emotions are always, one, undervalued, and two, you are always told that you're over-exaggerating, that it's better to just keep calm and composed and let all those emotions stay within. And I wanted to write about the experience of not doing that. But yeah, it's titled Arrhythmia. She was fresh wood in a fireplace, unlit and filled with potential. But the fireplace glass doors were shut, and the oxygen didn't flow right, and she was still too raw, too vulnerable. She decided to become a surgeon of the aortic valve, a surgeon with white latex gloves and disinfected chrome tabletops. She would dig into her own chest, and so her problematic pulmonary valve shut. So the oxygen would stay away from her ventricles, blocking basic blood flow from her heart to her brain, blocking all those pesky emotions. The fireplace went unlit for a century and a half. It gathered dust and desperation, witnessed fresh new faces, baby steps, moonlight kisses, but still it continued, aging and forgotten. Surrounded by people who'd long lost interest in the brick and mortar, lulled by instantaneous fulfillment, appalled by a bit of soot and timber. One day, a patient rushed into the emergency room, rushed past the double doors into the blinding whiteness of sterility. She yanked the patient's heavy lids wide open and revealed black pupils as dark as midnight alleyways. Cold, uneasy, iron stench filled her lungs. She brought back by the shrieking of the ECG monitor. She's brought her scalpel close to the chest cavity, pointed onto dotted lines. A gentle bloodstream formed, a silence overwhelming, her heart motionless. The incision exposed the vital organs, soft, rounded edges, peaceful, rhythmic vibrations, a silent orchestra. And in the background of the overwhelming quietness, numbness, a fireplace crackled inconsequentially. But to her tympanic membrane, it was a cathartic roar. The fireplace got tired of waiting, got tired of the dust and disregard, so on an unsuspecting evening, it lit itself on fire. It found its own matches, its own desire for being, and it burst into flames. The flames were so vivid, so wild and alive, that the glass doors flew right open, cracked and broken, spilled soot and kindle onto pristine white rug, and the burning heat seared off her cardiac stitches. And the once smothered emotion spilled like a river of lava through the aortic valve, filled the surgery room with smoke and steam from her overwhelming laughter, and melted the whole damn house down. She is fresh, scorched wood in a fireplace, chocker black and well-versed in experience, covered in peaceful ashes. The wind howls freely through her chimney, and she is tender, heartwarming to the touch.
Yay!
Thank you.